Subscribe and press the bell icon to get notified for the latest tech videos.
Hey, what's up YouTube, this is Wasay here, and today in this video I'm going to show you how you can record a slow motion video on your Sony a6400 mirrorless camera. So let's begin the video. So in this video I'm going to show you what are the settings that you need to configure on your Sony a6400 mirrorless camera in order to get the best slow motion video. And after that I'm just going to quickly show you on Adobe Premiere Pro how you can edit it. I'm not going to go in detail as far as editing is concerned, but I'm going to go in full depth detail as far as configuring your camera for slow motion is concerned. So before I begin to show you, I'm just going to tell you what slow motion video is. Basically, a slow motion or slow mo video is a video that is first recorded in high frames per second and then its speed is reduced down. The video that you are seeing right now is recorded at 24 frames per second, and usually people record at 30 or 60 frames per second as well, which are very smooth videos. Any video that is above 60 frames per second is considered as a slow motion video. Now the more you go above 60 fps, the more slower video you can get, meaning that if you record at 120 fps it will be a slow mo video, but if you record at 240 fps then it's going to be even more slower. So in the a6400 camera you only get 120 fps slow motion video at 1080p quality, not in 4K, but still its 1080p slow motion is still very good. So now let's move towards the a6400 camera and let me show you how you can do that as well. So here is my Sony's a6400 camera. First of all, you need to make sure that you are on movie mode using the top dial on the a6400 camera. Once you are in movie mode, we are going to first of all change the video settings of this camera. So changing the video setting is very simple. All you need to do is you're going to press on the menu button. You need to go here on the second menu where you got this camera and it says true. So in order to do this, we are going to use this dial. We're going to press on top once. Now we're going to press on right, and now we're going to be in our second menu. Now we're going to go down where it says file format, and you can see the file format is XAVC 4K. So I'm going to press on the center button to select it. So in order to record slow motion video, you need to be at XAVC HD, because the a6400 cannot record slow motion video at 4K quality. So we're going to record it at HD quality. So we're going to select it. Now we're going to go down where it says record settings and we're going to press on it. So here you're going to have a big list showing different record options. The one we are interested is at the very last where it says 120p at 100m and 120p at 60m. So where it says 120p, it means that you can record a 1080p video at 120 frames per second, which is exactly what we want, because any video which is greater than 60 frames per second is considered a slow motion video. So having 120p means that we can easily record a good quality slow motion video. And now you'll be wondering what this 100m or 60m means. So basically this mainly depends on quality. If you're going to select 100m, it's going to record more data. Obviously it's going to consume more storage. At 60m it's going to consume it's going to store less data and you're going to have a little less quality. So I usually set it to 120p at 100m. Okay, now we're done from here. So what we're going to do is that we're going to again go top from here till we reach the very top. We're going to go on the first menu again. We're going to go down and you can see that currently we're at the first menu and it has total of 14 pages. So we're going to go to the 13th page by using this right button. We're going to press on it until we reach the right 13th page. So here on the 13th page we're going to go at the very bottom where it says peaking settings. We're going to select it and you can see that peaking display is on. If your is off like this, all you need to do is to select it and enable it. For the peaking level I have set it to mild. You can use any settings you want, and for the peaking color it's red, yellow, blue, white. So I have selected red. So basically what this peaking does is that when we are going to record slow motion video, we're not going to be using autofocus, we're going to be using manual focus. So in manual focus you can tell whether the subject is fully in focus or not. So using this peaking color we can tell whether the subject is in focus. If it is in focus, then it's going to show red lines on it. I will show you that as well, but for now you need to enable these options as well in order to record slow motion video. So now we're going to go back just by pressing the menu button right here. We're going to go back again, and now we're at the home screen. So now what we're going to do is we're going to press on this function button right here. As you can see here, you can see the first, it says AFC, which means autofocus mode. We're going to select on it. Here you can see it says continuous autofocus, which means that if anything come in front of the camera, it will automatically focus on it. But when we're recording slow-mo videos, we need to have manual focus because we want to know which thing we want to make in focus or not. So for this we're going to go down where it says manual focus. We are going to select on it, and now here you can see on the back you're going to see these red lines over here. This is the thing which our metering does. Basically this metering tells us which thing we are in focus or not. So now the next thing that we want to do is to change the shutter speed when recording slow motion videos. So here on the lower left side you can see the shutter speed. It's around 1/50. So basically our shutter speed is 2 times our frame rate or fps. So we are recording at 120 fps, so we are going to have a shutter speed of twice of 120, which is 120 multiplied 2 is equal to 240 shutter speed. So in order to change the shutter speed, it's very simple. We're going to use this dial right here. We're going to rotate it to the right, and you're going to see this meter. We're going to go forward until we see 240. Since 240 is not present, we're just going to select 250. So now our shutter speed is at 250. So the last thing what you can do, which is optional, it isn't necessary, you can again press on the function button. Here you can see it says ISO and it is on auto. You're going to select on it, and you can change the ISO by the way you want. I found it helpful to manually change the ISO because in this way I can get the best lighting conditions with the least noise. Again, this is optional. You don't want to change the ISO from auto to manual, but if you want you can do so. It's just a pro feature. So these are all the settings that you need in order to record a slow motion video on your Sony a6400 camera. After that you can just simply press on the record button, and it's just going to record all the scene whatever it is in slow motion. So now when you're going to import this video on your editing PC, you're going to see that it will not be in slow motion. You're going to feel that it's a simple video. So now I'm going to show you on my PC how you can post edit it so that you can get the best slow motion result. Basically this is recording at 120 frames per second, whereas our so we need to reduce its speed to 224 frames per second or 30 or 60 frames per second. So having it to 24 frames per second will be the best. So now I'm going to move towards my PC, and I'm going to show you how you can get that smooth slow motion effect after recording on the Sony a6400. So here I have imported the slow motion video from the Sony a6400 to Adobe Premiere Pro. So if you are using any other editing software, the technique is same. Anyways, here you can see I have the video on my timeline. The first thing that you're going to do is first of all make sure that you select a timeline on the left side. You're going to go top where it says sequence. You're going to press on it, and you're going to go to sequence settings. Here you can see on time base it's at 119.88, which is around 120 fps. So we're going to go down and we're going to select 24 frames per second when we're going to press on OK. Now here on our clip we're going to first of all unlink it. We're just going to remove this part. We're going to go to speed and duration, and here we need to reduce its speed. So let me just reduce it to 25%. You can reduce it to anything you want, like 50% reduction means that you're going to have a 60 fps clip, etc. So here you can see the movie is already slowed down pretty much, but you can see that it's wobbly and I need to remove some of its parts. So I'm just going to cut it from here, and I'm just going to use this part. Again guys, this is just an explanation video. I'm not going to give you a whole tutorial on how you can edit slow motion videos. If you are interested in that, tell me that in the comment section below and I will make a video on that as well. Anyways, I'm just satisfied with this part. So now I'm going to apply warp stabilizer. Before I can do so, I'm just going to first of all nest this clip so that I can actually apply that effect. So here on the left side, we're going to go on our effects bin. I'm going to write warp, and here it's going to show warp stabilizer. We're going to select and drop it over. So now here it's going to stabilize our video, as you can see right now. So now the stabilization has been completed, and now I am playing the video, and you can see that we're getting a steady smooth video. So this is the benefit of recording in high fps, because when we reduce down the speed, making it slow mo, it actually makes the video much smoother, and it's great to make b-roll. So that's all for this video. So guys, if you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up. If you have any kind of questions regarding this video, write them in the comment section below. And if you want me to make a video on Sony a6400's other feature as well, tell me so in the comment section as well. Other than that, consider subscribing, and that's all for this video. Thank you for watching and stay safe.